morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me this morning for another This Week on FundMyComic. Last week I was out of town. Let's see, what was it, like 7 days I was gone. I was down in Florida for a convention. Probably won't be going back to that one unless they invite me as a guest. There was hardly any comic book presence down there. But I'll tell you what, I learned a few things about marketing, and I was able to pitch out FundMyComic, and believe it or not, something very interesting happened to me while I was at the convention. I'm at my table, and I had paid for this table a year in advance, and most people will know that when you're at a convention, you don't switch over what you set up originally for your table to be, because the convention runners, they don't like that, because they are expecting what your table is to have so that they can bring other things in accordingly, basically. So I kept my table, my Luke Stone Studios, there to sell hybrids and Aero Comics. But I also set up my iPad, and I had FundMyComic open so that people could see it. But, occasionally the iPad would go to sleep. And this guy come up, start talking to me. And he says, there's a website that you should check out. And he pointed me in the direction of FundMyComic. So this was a person that did not know who I was, and I did not know who they were, but they have heard about FundMyComic from a pretty large YouTuber, apparently, that is not in the circle that I frequent, and I'm pretty excited about that, guys. This week, the traffic on FundMyComic has proven to be right on par with what we've been doing, but actually a bit more, because we got a bump this week. I don't know if you're familiar or not, but we have Irene Strakask. I'm so bad with these names, with everyone's names, sometimes even with my own name. Fiendish, Rainy Draws, Irene Strykowski. I think, Rainy, if I say that wrong, I'm so sorry. But a fantastic creator, very talented, brilliant individual, launched just a couple of days ago. So in 2 days, she's been able to raise $18,450 with 385 backers. She's got quite a long campaign going there, so she's going to be able to scooch in a lot more than that, I believe. People are debating, will Rini be the first one to grab the coveted 6 figures from the FundMyComic platform? Well, we'll see. We will see. But we did have someone break the 20K mark this week, and he's right there. Mike Barron. We've had 2 peoples. So we've got Mike Barron, who is, I think they're ending this campaign this week. So they'll be shutting down the store this week. I think Saturday is what they said. So this will be going away very soon. I do apologize. My internet's loading fine over here because I'm doing something a little different today. I'm actually looking at the screen over there so I can watch your comments this morning as well. And we will get to comments here in a little bit. But so I'm moving over there, and I'm noticing that the pages are loading fast there, but they're taking a minute in StreamYard, and I don't understand why. StreamYard's been acting real screwy the last several weeks, so we've just been trying to deal with that. We may start looking into a new streaming service to do that, different group, but for now, this is where we're at. But anyway, Mike Barron and Pat Broderick, they were able to pull off, so far, $21,863. This is solely just on FundMyComic. They are on 2 other platforms, and they're making just about as much there as well, so they're doing quite fine. 405 backers. That is a crazy amount of backers just for one platform. Amazing art. This is your last chance to get this book before they start fulfillment. Please check this one out. Raiden Radio. Awesome. New Orleans is currently at the printer. Your campaign's about to end, so we're going to be taking a look at that one over here on FundMyComic today as well. So we'll take a look at that one. But yeah, this one is getting ready to end this weekend, so make sure to check that out. Very exciting. And this book had nothing. Some of these books do really well if they are quasi-political or they've caused some kind of a controversy. No controversy, no nothing. Neither on Irene's or Mike and Pat's. Another one to grab the $20,000 mark there is our good friend Kelsey Shannon with his book Scribbles. That's $20,000 on a book of layouts that's annotated. I mean, come on, guys. That's an insane amount of money for that. Let's think about that for a second. It's not a story. There's 200 pages of layouts and design work with notes. How amazing is that? To pull off those kind of numbers. Very exciting. Let me see what else do we have going on with FMC today. We do have a lot of things that are closing down. It's that time of year where people are closing things down. And let me go ahead and get to this super chat. Thank you very much. Christopher John, I do appreciate that so much. Hail, Mr. Stonehill chat. I am old and had trouble navigating FMC. Forgive me. I am, it's okay. And we try our best to make things user-friendly, to make things easily navigated. And if there's something that we can do better, please let us know. Or if we can just help you understand it, we're happy to do that too. So thank you very much for that super chat. We do appreciate that very, very much. All right, so Out of Obscurity. This one is going to be closing down here in 4 days. We are going to go ahead and bring this one to its end. We don't want to prolong this any longer. The last of the pages have been coming in from people. I have to submit colors to a few more people so that they can approve. And then lettering. We're going to be lettering a bunch of pages. So I think next week is basically all lettering for me. And so this is actually going to be ending here in 4 days. Let me just go ahead and play that trailer real quick. That'll give you a chance to see what this is about and a chance for me to wet my whistle.
Get ready for an exhilarating journey into the boundless world of imagination. Welcome, comic book enthusiasts, to the extraordinary realm of Out of Obscurity. This groundbreaking anthology, published by Arrow Comics, unveils a legion of aspiring creators, each eager to leave their mark on the industry. Prepare to be captivated as they breathe new life into obscure public domain characters, creating their own unique tales within the pages of this awe-inspiring collection. Out of Obscurity is a testament to the unwavering passion and creative prowess of these emerging talents. They have meticulously resurrected forgotten heroes and heroines, spinning intricate yarns that span the ages. Brace yourself for action-packed battles, mind-bending mysteries, and heartwarming triumphs that will transport you to uncharted territories of excitement. By supporting our FundMyComic campaign, you become an essential part of this historic endeavor. Together, we can catapult these aspiring creators towards their dreams of comic book glory. Join us on this epic odyssey and witness the birth of new legends. Your generous contributions will not only help us bring Out of Obscurity to life, but also grant you access to exclusive rewards, including remarkable artwork, signed copies, and behind-the-scene glimpses. Embrace the spirit of adventure, for within these pages, untold wonders await. Together, let us ignite the spark of greatness within these visionary talents and redefine the landscape of the comic book universe. Be a part of history and make Out of Obscurity a reality.
Dong. I'm going to start ending every one of the trailers that I make with a huge bell sound. I don't know why, because I like it. Yeah, check that one out. 51 backers over there. We've made $17, almost $1,800. It would be nice in the next 4 days to be able to pop that up over 2,000. We do have some original art pieces that people can, not just pieces, but commissions that you can get. We've got 175 over here for Shay's commission, which is this beautiful colored style that she does. And then we have still 3 available of Don Edwards, or Don Draws. As you may know him, he's going to lend himself to a commission. And then we've got Kevin McDougall also available. And then myself, we got 2 of those left. Already got 1 that I've got to work on. So please check those out. Those will help out the campaign. Plus, you can get 2 different kinds of t-shirts. And you've got the physical copy of the book. It's a very bare bones campaign. Please check that out. Just 4 days left to get involved with that one. What else do we have that is nearing its end or has come on quickly? I do want to bring up Hatch real quick because I would have brought it up last week, but I was not able to do the show. Let's go ahead and watch this briefly.
Hatch is not your average cartoon character. Far from it. Hatch lives on a remote asteroid far out in space and has no knowledge of anywhere else. His day compounds bewilderment with disbelief as his life unfolds before him. A life he marvels at, embraces, and is ultimately frustrated by, albeit in a comedic way. This 100-page, full-colour, annotated edition of Hatch not only boasts an in-depth interview with creator Glenn B. Fleming as he takes us through the evolution of this lovable character, but also presents previously unseen original artwork from the Hatch archive. All this, along with the creator's annotation and anecdotes, make this book a must for the connoisseur of sequential art.
You know what I really want from Glenn? I really want Glenn to start a YouTube channel where he sets up the camera above his artboard and he draws and talks. He just draws things, he explains what he's doing, the tools he's using, and he just draws and plays some soft music in the background. I would love to watch that while I work. I think that would be incredibly inspiring. If you think so too, make sure to let Glenn know. Find him. He's on Twitter and he's on Facebook, Glenn B. Fleming. And he's this guy. He's this strapping young lad right there. This book looks very good. Great storytelling. There's more videos here for you to check out. We would have talked about this last week, but I was out and about. I was on walkabout. So we had a pretty good time. Pretty good time last week. The convention was fun. I got to hang out with people. Got to see Luke Aguilera, I think. Aguilera. Met some really awesome people. Sold quite a few books. Didn't make a lot of money, but we didn't lose any money, so that was good. And then we stopped in the mountains in Tennessee, Chattanooga, on the way home, and visited some pretty awesome stuff. So that was pretty cool. I mean, it was a really good time. So it was nice being gone. It was nice for a little bit of a break, and we got a little bit of work done while we were gone. But mostly we just enjoyed life, enjoyed each other's company. I wound up, my family worked the whole weekend for me, taking turns while they were visiting family. And so as a gift to them and a thank you for their hard work for me, I took them to a Brazilian steakhouse, which really was just an excuse for me to go to a Brazilian steakhouse. And it was awesome. So very good. All right. What else do we have that is coming up close to its end date here, or has recently started? Bengali issue 3 has just started. Let's check this one out. So this is new from Apogee Comics, and this is their 3rd issue of this comic book. They've typically been funding over on the green site. Let's show them how great the community is over here. Demon of Santiago. Santiago, German for a whale's vagina. Please tell me you guys get that reference, and that I didn't just offend a bunch of people that don't know the reference. Hopefully you guys got it. That looks very good. I really like the art on that one. Let's go back and look. I really enjoy the art style in this book. It has a very 90s comic book feel. I have not backed this one yet. I need to get on this one. I need to get on this one quickly. Remember, guys, if you back anything during the weekly update, we will also flip the bird. Okay, so you can also flip the bird to the website at any time. Oh, you know what? We should have done that also for that super chat, guys. Thank you so much for that super chat. Just because it's not a Thursday morning doesn't mean you can't flip us the bird. That's what we do here on the Luke Stone Studios channel. And even though this is also broadcasting out to the FundMyComic pages, please be aware that when you come by this place and you throw some money on things, you are flipping us, quote unquote, the bird. There we go. Flipping the bird, man. I love that. It's pretty awesome. All right. So, back to it, guys. Yes, this is the FMC main page. You can go right over here to fundmycomic.com. You'll get right there. But yeah, this looks great. I love the art style on that. It's very cool. This image right here, the Demon of Santiago. Santiago. Look at that foam. That's like the perfect quintessential foam. This looks really cool. I really do like this. Guys, check out Bengali. You can also get all their catch up on this one as well. So you can get all 3 physical copies. It is 25 plus shipping for 3 books. It looks like those 3 books are, how many pages are each one? It doesn't say. Or you can get the trade paperback for $30. It has a wraparound cover. We like that. Plus, it has a second page of rewards right here. And that's where you can grab your original art or your t-shirts. Bengali cover t-shirt, which is really neat. $35 for that t-shirt. Guys, check them out. They've only had 8 backers so far. They have got 24 days to go. This, look, they're not asking for much, $1,500. Let's get these guys funded over the line. That looks like a very fun book. Let's see what else we got going on here. We've got a lot today, guys, so it might be a minute before we're out of here today. It looks like AU number 6 has 5 days left to go. And I feel bad because there was a couple of campaigns that closed down last week that I would have highlighted. But unfortunately, well, you know, we all need a break. Like many campaigns, they are coming over to FundMyComic just to kind of put them up there and test out the platform. They've already funded in other places, and so they've kind of been spread out, and their audience has been spread out. So this is kind of for new readers to find. Let's go over there and check that out. They've just got a few more days before you can lose your opportunity on that one. But that looks very cool as well. It looks like a very cool book. We have a new promotion that we're going to be running. Well, actually, we're running now. And we don't know how long we're going to be doing this. We may keep it for a while. We may not. We'll pray about it. And I really mean that. Like, Todd and I will literally pray about it. About how long we should do it. Because it does take funds away from some of the charity stuff that we give to through FundMyComic. And so we have to weigh and see which is the better options for all of the things that we try to benefit through what we do. So and I'll talk about this. I'll go ahead and start talking about it now. We'll talk about it a little bit more as we go. If you're running an exclusive with FundMyComic, like if your book this is the first time it's never ran anywhere else before, it's a first time, and you decide to do an exclusive 30 days with us, at least the first 30 days, you'll get a 2% platform fee instead of a 3% platform fee for those 30 days. For as long as it's exclusive, you get a 2% platform fee. We're doing this, we're retroactively going back to anyone that is recently launched. Like, I don't believe that Hatch is anywhere else, so we're going to go in and edit that and make sure that from, the next few days on, it is, however long he runs the campaign, that he's going to be a 2% platform fee as long as it's, we don't do that for storefronts. It's only time-based campaigns. So I had to be very clear. So I have to check. I think his might not be time-based. So anything, if you're running a time-based campaign that has at least 30 days and you run at least 30 days on FundMyComic exclusively, then you will get your platform fee lowered from 3% to 2%. And that is an insane offer that we're offering you guys, because you get to keep, green site and pink site take 5%. So you are gaining 3% more of the funds that you bring in. The reason why we're doing this is because we believe wholeheartedly, after the research that we've done in order to start FundMyComic, that you are responsible for 70 to 90% of the initial audience that comes into your campaign. Okay? You're responsible for it. There is no reason for you to give up more of your money and your hard work. Now, I used a study of my analytics from 25 campaigns that I had run over both sites, green and pink. My average was 86% is what I brought in. Just over 86, like 86 point something. So 86% of the funds I brought in through returning customers, YouTube shows that I was on, mailing list, and just straight up hustling. And then sending people to the site and them searching my campaign name and finding it. I did that. I did all that work, and I still gave away 5% of my money to those platforms because they were offering a convenience. But then when I started getting shadow banned, there was no longer the convenience. It was like I should have just sent them to my own website, which is part of the reason for me starting FundMyComic. That's why I decided to do that. And I really, really think that in this time right now, with the economy the way that it is, that you guys should be able to keep a little bit more of your money, especially from that initial push that's coming into your campaign right now. So right now, like I said, we don't know how long we're going to run the promotion, but when you launch, if you launch at least your first 30 days exclusively on FundMyComic, and then you can go somewhere else. You can go anywhere else. We don't care. And in fact, we encourage you to try all the other platforms. Because we do think that you'll find that even though we're new, 6 months old now, that we have a lot of really good things to offer, but we're also going to be, I think, in the future, by the time we've had a year under our belt, I think we're going to be most likely better at serving the comics and games community than those other two platforms that people tend to gravitate towards. But we want you to keep more of your money to start out with from your initial audience, because they'll follow you anywhere. They'll go anywhere you go because they love you. So that's the offer that we're extending. I'm excited about it. Hope you're excited about it. Please share that word. Put it out there. And I'll talk about Street Team here in just a moment. We've got Trolls. This is a new one. Trolls has a video, and let me see. I think the video is. We can do 2 minutes.
Smell your blunder. We are the sickness that corrupts your soul. FBI, open up!
How it's supposed to feel.
Right, it's T-Mac. Yeah. I'm digging this music. This looks fun and funny and irreverent. I'm sure this is going to offend someone. That looks great. I know where they're going with that. Well, I think I know where they're going with that. And I'm going to buy this book and I'm going to laugh all the way through it. I think, much like I did with Trip City. That is, man, we've got some funny stuff on here. When you don't take yourself too serious, you have a tendency to be able to laugh, I think, a lot more. And that's one of those books that I think kind of does that for us. Let me see, what else do we have that is either new or quickly approaching its end? We have a lot of things that have moved to storefront, and the storefronts are doing quite well. People are buying comic books. They're going back in there and they're buying more comic books. Here's a 10 days. My goal, my marker is 10 days and less. So here is Beowar, and I do believe this was already launched on another platform previously. So 60 pages of magazine-sized metal action to fulfill a prophecy. Okay, that's... Yeah, I do believe this was... Yes, well... Yeah, I think they funded somewhere else, because I remember seeing art for this book before we launched our website. So yeah, I've definitely seen some of this before. Woo, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Yes, I've definitely seen that piece before. Okay, let's watch this trailer and see what's going on here.
We will march into the night.
And I do remember this trailer, yes.
Let the fear sink in their eyes. We will roar our battle cries. The oath we shall carry strong.
Nice Jarl.
Rally up the swords and shields. fight until the blood is fields. For the honor I decree, the heavens is on our side.
Yeah, that's 2 minutes. Do you want to speed it up? Ooh, let's see what that'll sound like sped up. 2 times.
We will march into the night. Then the fierce together rise. We will hold our battle prize. The oath we shall carry strong.
Yeah, they were on Indiegogo. I always try to tell these people, look, you're using the pink site on your FundMyComic video. Some of our diehards, they don't like that. So yeah, this one, what did I say? 10 days. 10 days left on this one. Looks cool. I like the music. I always like the trailer music. Trailer music is one of my favorite things. I write trailer music. Some people don't know that. I actually write trailer music. Like, I do the music for a lot of my intro shows and stuff too. What is closing? We're getting 4 days left on this one. Let's check this old boy out. Join Cara, Luna, Arthur, and Zoe. My wife worked with the Zoe. Those guys didn't look friendly. The Second Chance campaign. I love that at the end. Only on Indigo, now on FundMyComic. That's right. 7 backers, $191. 4 days left to go. This isn't all or nothing. So he does need to raise a little bit more money, or else he loses the 191 that he has already raised. So he could use some help, folks. He could definitely use some help. All right, let's see what else we have. 1 second. There we go. Got to make sure all the pages are catching up with me. 4 days left on that one. We have Flip City, Storefront, Tricks and Treats Volumes 1 and 2. That one is new. I believe that one's new. Raised in 1 month. Have we? No, that one's, it's been around for a minute. All right. There's so many new campaigns all the time that I'm having trouble remembering. Like what I've looked at already and what I haven't. Okay, I do know Data Cell is closing down. So let's check that one out. check out Data Cell. Or Data Cell. I guess it depends on where you're at in the country or what you do. I like the art on this one. I like the feel. I like the look of this book. I like sci-fi. I don't like sci-fi as much as John Delarose does, though, apparently. Because I actually think that Rocket Raccoon is a cool character. I've heard him make fun of Rocket Raccoon. I love Rocket. 3 backers. This is a keep it all, so he's keeping all the money he raises. Anyway, 6 days to go. You should definitely check this out. Get over there. Back the book. It is cheap, folks. $7 for a PDF on that one. $12 for your print book right here. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Let me see what else do we have going for you today. I think that we're getting close to the end of what is getting ready to close. 12 days. 10's my cutoff, remember. Private American, Storefront. 6 days to go on that one. All right. Listen has 4 days to go.
Listening to sounds in the space that's vacant, profound and deep underground as basements, and quiet is kept. What I found is sacred. A sage said silence is the sound of patience. Listen, listen, listen.
Freaking love that music. That was my favorite music of all the trailers that I've watched today. Just 4 days left to go on this one. 35 backers. They've raised over here $558. Well over the $250 that they were wanting to raise. But you can get yourself a PDF digital version of that book for $3. That's not bad at all. Physical book is unsigned and shipping for $7 plus shipping. Guys, you got to check that one out. $9 for that signature if you really got to have one. $19, you're going to be able to get that gold Zippo bundle. And that Zippo's very popular. I think you're going to want the Zippo. I think I want the Zippo. Zippos are awesome. Now, my only question is does that ship with the fluid in it, or do I got to add my own fluid? I'm pretty sure I have to add my own fluid. Gosh, if that's not a That's What She Said, I don't know what is. All right. Guys, check that one out. Like, I'm remembering now all the things that I needed to back when I was not able to a couple of months ago. Now I'm like, ooh, I want to back that one. Ooh, I want to back that one. So Luke's going to be eating ramen noodle for the next few days because I got to back a bunch of projects that are closing, that are coming to their end. And I've got to get them. Got to get them all. It's like Pokemon. I understand. I have to add my own fluid. It's a hazard. He's a Christian rapper from Canada. Dude, like that's like my favorite. So I was a huge Lecrae fan, but I really like Triple E better. But I was a huge Lecrae fan. But he started to get really progressive and saying a lot of stuff. And he does this thing where he's like, he'll say something super like uber political, and then he'll get called on it. And he was like, well, I'm not left or right. I'm about kingdom. Like he plays like this like moral high ground. And because you're like making a counterpoint. But the truth is you can't avoid politics. Even in, as much as I say that I want to avoid them, you can't. because politics is just morality applied, right? So it's whatever you think your morality is, it's morality applied. So it affects, so as much as I'm middle of the road libertarian, I do lean conservative because of some of my moral leanings based on my faith. So anyway, I digress. That's not what this show's about, is it? But anyway, you get it. Thank you. I'm going to write that down. I want to check out his work. Shad. He's a rapper from Canada. All right, 21 Demons has still got some time to go. Did I miss anything that's closing out up here? When it did my little... Doesn't look like it. All right, let me see. Let's go ahead and open up one more level. And that is the end of our list. 2 days left to go on the Divine Anomaly. Let's check that one out. Let me see, did I miss one? Nope. Just listen. And the Divine Anomaly. I'm getting ready to add a... well, not getting ready to. We're working on a sort feature on the Explorer where I want a days to go search. So I can find the ones that are getting ready to close down soonest. No trailer for this one. This is one from the Ravens Loft. Nick Mueller, I believe, is his name. And the art looks pretty good in this. There's some... boy, that's an eclectic group of stuff there, isn't it? So we've got all kinds of books here that you can get. Elijah the Prophet Digital, Divine Anomaly, Beach Special Digital, Saint Nick the Demon Hunter, Divine Anomaly Volume 1. Yeah, so you've got several things that you can back here. Looks like this is a smorgasbord of comic book goodness from the Ravens Loft. So you're going to want to check that out. This art looks fantastic, by the way. That looks really nice. I like the toning. That one's a little washed. It needs a little more contrast, but nice line work on that one. There we go. That looks cool. I like that one a lot. Very neat. Very neat. Guys, check that out. These characters look very interesting as well. We've got 13 people that are watching live, and we get quite a few watchbacks on this particular broadcast that we do each week. Not as much as our regular broadcasting that we do, but this one does pretty good. So recently we've had this one added, Extraordinary Tales #1. This is another one from Franklin Cooper over Extraordinary Comics Group. And so this one looks pretty neat. This is a, it looks like, what is that? Extraordinary Comics #1 featuring Captain Cowboy and Latigo Lad is an old school traditional romp through the Silver Age. Gugath the Golem from Galaxy G. Wow, there's a lot of G's there. Gugath the Golem from Galaxy G has come to invade Earth, and only Captain Cowboy and the stalwart sidekick Latigo Lad can stop him. 28 pages of pulse-pounding power. Very cool. Very cool. Look at that fun design. That's very Silver Age, isn't it? You can get a digital copy of that for $5. $10 for the physical plus shipping. It looks like it's got a sexy lady in there. You can never go bad or never go wrong with a sexy lady in your comic book. It's never a wrong choice, never a wrong move, in my opinion. I find that the guys like them, the gals don't mind them. Some gals like them too. All right, so that's what we got going there. Don't forget we do have the street team. Sign up for that. We've already started sending out t-shirts to those that have signed up. We're adding those, adding new signups every day to this. And so we're sending out t-shirts like every couple of weeks, getting a new batch of those out. Some of you will probably receive your t-shirts today, actually. We're also working on the sticker and the new flyer design, which we'll be sending those out here really soon. If you're getting ready to go to an event and you need a new flyer, you need a flyer right away, we can send you the old one, but we want to add the new promotion that we just started. And just so that you can be reminded, that new promotion is, if you run a new campaign the books never ran anywhere else before, it's a brand new property, whether it be, and I mean like an issue, like I've ran issues 1 and 2 over here, but I'm going to run issue 3 here, issue 4 here. Then what you can do is you can contact us and say, look, I want to run at least my first 30 days exclusively on FundMyComic before I go to the other platforms. And we will lower your platform fee to 2% instead of the standard 3% across the platform. And this is on time-based campaigns only. It cannot affect storefront campaigns. So if you're running a storefront, that's a different setup. But if you're going to run a keep it all or an all or nothing, it'll be a 2% platform fee. Okay, folks? Let's try to spread the word about that, let people know. And we just want to, we're doing really well over here with FundMyComic right now. So we can afford to drop that platform fee and give some of the money back to you guys. I believe it helps you out, but it also helps out everyone on the site because, as we all bring that cup of water, our audience, to our bucket and we pour it into the bucket, it fills that bucket up pretty quick. And right now, one of the coolest things about FundMyComic is the number of people that are using the site. We have a lot of cross traffic. So all the websites have cross traffic. So if you go to the green site and someone buys a comic book because they came there for comic book A, they may search comic books A, B, C, and D, and they may not buy those or they may buy those. And typically it's a 10 to 17%, let's just say 20, because it's hard to cut a person into sevenths. Let's say it's 20%. So out of 10 people, you get two of them that actually back another project, right? We're seeing the same kind of traffic that's doing that, but our conversion rate is almost 40%, which is really, really cool, which means we're double the conversion rate of what we would typically expect. And again, we're way ahead of schedule from where we expected to be right now. We expected that we would be sitting where we're at right now sometime next year. And so we are easily 7 to 9 months ahead of schedule with things. And our pace picked up pretty quickly, but we are starting to, it was kind of hectic for us because we didn't expect the growth, but we've gotten into a nice pattern. Our admins are doing well. All our volunteers are doing well. Todd and I have finally worked out a way to continue to manage the growth and the impact on our time with the other things that we do. So we're pretty excited about that. Also, I wanted to show you one more thing. I wanted to go to Iron Age Distribution.com. If you go to ironagedistribution.com, you're going to see this pretty little site. And you're going to notice that some of the branding and the colors are the same. Very similar anyway. This is not a business to customer or B2C website. This is a B2B website, business to business website. This is for publishers or creators who publish under their own name. This is for them to sell to retail stores, okay? What will happen is we will have categories. So Arrow Comics will have a drop down in each title that Arrow Comics sells, or we'll have a bundle. You can do the Arrow Comic bundle thing where you get all of the number ones and, so you get a package of like an Arrow Comics package that you want to sell or whatever. So we'll have different options that we start making up for the books. And much like how FundMyComic works, you can search through things and find out where they're at. But what's really important we have up here right now is our submission guidelines and how we're going to do things. Now, this is where we're going to start It's probably not where we're going to finish, but we are starting with 32-page floppies that have to have a barcode on the front, and the price is $6 because we sell these at $3 retail. So because we don't want to get into weird fractions and of dollars, it's way easier to do just whole dollars. We're starting now with these. We will move into graphic novels and prose and different things like that, and different sized comic books down the road. Frederick believes this is going to be a game changer. I hope it is. I think that there's a part of the game that we haven't been playing as comic book creators in the indie sphere. So we crowdfund a lot. And this is not intended to replace your crowdfunding. This is to supplement your crowdfunding. So you're going to take a version of your book that's 32 pages. If you have a graphic novel that's longer than that, you can break it up into a number of 32-page books. Have extras if you need extras filled in, like with ads. We can do that for you. So let us know and we can gather those items. You submit your pages after make sure we hit all the guidelines. It gets approved by our printer. We put that into a file. Then we make a listing on Iron Age Distribution for that. You do have to create an account and attach your Stripe just like you normally do with FundMyComic. So if you've worked with FundMyComic, it's going to be very easy to work with Iron Age Distribution. So what you'll do is you'll set that up, but we handle absolutely everything, all of the fees, all the work, and all that nonsense. So while you just submit it and then you go back to selling your book any other way that you want to, wherever it is that you go, whatever you do it, you do your thing, right? Then we take those files, we take your book, your property, and we go around to brick and mortar stores and we set up relationships with them so that they can then order bundles, minimum in increments of 5, your book. And then we contact our printer as soon as those orders come in. The printer prints them and ships them directly to the retailer. So we're able to do this at a low price because we're working directly with the printer in this partnership so that we can offer this print on demand at a lower cost. So that means that we're making $3, and that means we're paying for the printing, and we're paying for the maintenance of the website, and we're paying for our time, we're paying for our advertising, and we're paying you. So what you'll get is 25 cents for every book that's sold. That's how that works. Obviously the ones that make the most money in this is the retailer, but that's who we're actually trying to get on board with buying these new comics, because these are comics that they're not taking a chance on them. They're taking advantage of them. They've already funded. They already have an audience. We already know that they can sell, and so they will be able to submit these and sell these. And so we hope our goal, like our Christmas gift to ourselves, to Phil and I, is that we will have our first batch of comics shipped by Christmas to a retailer. That's our goal. So right now we are looking into submissions. So if you are interested in submitting, you will just need to fill out the form and send that over. If you want to create an account and register with Iron Age Distribution, there is a process to go through. It's not open registration like FundMyComic. You have to prove that you're a publisher, that you've created a book, or you have to prove that you're a retailer. Okay, so retailers are the ones that shop here. So you have to prove that you're a retailer, right? And that means we need to see an EIN, website, and we need to, we're servicing right now brick and mortar. We are going to, the next phase is we're going to create a business around this for individuals who maybe there's not a comic book shop in your area and you want to take on a side gig, kind of like, you know how the wine moms will do Young Living or Mary Kay or something like that. And they, so what we're going to do is like this really cool guy version of that. So you'll be able to purchase a spinner rack and stock the spinner rack through us at a discount. So you become the retailer. So we set you up as a part-time business. And so you become the retailer to service spinner racks that you've set up relationships in head shops and drug stores and gas stations in your area so that you can stock those full of comics. That's one of the things I'm going to be doing, because there's a couple of local gas stations. I'm like, man, do you mind if I, can we bring this in and sell some comic books in here? Because there's no comic book shop in Washington. So I'm going to sell your comic books, because I've already proven that people in this area do want them. So that's what we're working on. So keep an eye out for that. It is not FundMyComic, but it is associated with FundMyComic in the sense that I am a partner for both businesses, and they're kind of both I'm the primary shareholder, I guess, of both of these businesses. So you will be meeting Phil Avelli, goes by Philbo Baggins on Twitter. You'll be meeting more of him as we continue to move forward, and we will start to produce Iron Age distribution, or IAD, updates to let you know what's going on in that whole process. Very excited about it, man. Very excited about this. We didn't expect to be able to do this until next year, and so we're very excited that we're able to move into that already. All right, that's all I've got for you today. Thank you again for joining us this morning as we look through FundMyComic, let you know what's going on. Don't forget about that new promotion. Please don't forget about the street team and what we're doing over there. Good times ahead, guys. And I'm looking forward to the fall. This is a good time also for crowdfunding. Normally, October, November, December, not so great. January, not so great. And then we hit back up in February. So we'll be able to make it through the holidays. And then we'll get back into another big crowdfunding season, which now we would have had almost a year of promoting the site and letting people know about us with the street team, about 4 or 5 months with the street team. So I think next year is going to be a really good year for everybody in this Iron Age community, this Iron Age industry that we're doing here. And we're doing well because there are people out there that are trying to say that Iron Age is just a cult. Ooh, that's scary, isn't it? Just a big, bad, creative cult. And so whenever you redistribute or redirect, I don't want to say redistribute, redirect finances from one place to the other, you're going to make enemies. And think about that. The mainstream is suffering. We've heard people say it over and over again, but you can see right here on this tiny website that has been running live now 6 months that we have 2 campaigns that have broke $20,000. Fiendish is getting ready to break that as well. And we have another that's about almost $19,000 down here in the mix. And we have a lot of people that are funding and doing well on the daily. And people are learning more about marketing and how to market their comic books and how to get out there and be seen. Good job on you guys, because it is all about hard work. The economy is garbage right now, but people still need their entertainment. And you guys are providing that. Thank you so much for doing that. You make every day of my job, my life, a lot more fun because I get to help you fund these books and get your projects out there and make the world a better place because of it. Guys, remember, it's so easy to tear down. Please do not tear down. Build up a lot more. Build up a lot more than you tear down. Go out there and make the world a little bit better for somebody else. Leave that wood pile higher than you found it. I do want to thank again Christopher John for that super chat earlier today. We can never monetize this stream because of all of the songs that are on the trailers. They always ding us, so we can never monetize these. So I'm very grateful for that. All of those funds go to help pay for the StreamYard service and help us do a little bit of extra things just for the channel. If you're here and you have not considered becoming a channel member, please do. We're working on having more fun and exciting things that we provide just for the members of the Luke Stone Studios channel. So we do appreciate that very much. And that's right, Frederick, you got it. People need entertainment even more during hard times. We need escapism, and the next year, I think, is going to be really rough because we're going to go right into another very contentious election cycle, and people are going to be nervous and they're going to be upset. And we saw people lose friends and family over the last 8 years because of politics getting in the way. And I think we're going to see more of that, unfortunately, and maybe we can be the conduit to help people escape that stuff. So we do encourage everyone out there to try to find some way to make the world a little bit better for someone, for a stranger today. Bless you, Luke. Thank you, Hojo. We do appreciate that. Agent Zero says, let's be careful out there. Yes, let's be careful out there. We're not going to play the song, but we saved that song for Thursday mornings. We may stream tonight. We may have Nerdcap tonight. I'm not sure. I have a lot of work to do. If I stream tonight, I'll probably be working while we stream. So it may just be a draw stream with some guys hanging out and us chatting about some goofy stuff and being silly. So remember, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We do thank you very much for being here. Godspeed to you, and may you be blessed and prosper today.